Hello everyone. In this video, we will be looking at some of the preliminary steps for setting up a pole or aerial type studio to use the software. Right now, I've opened up the screen to classes and then I clicked on the add new button. And we're adding the type of class as a group class and I've named it pole to the max. I chose the genre pole exercise, and since it's to the max, I said advanced 2. And of course, the program also is pole exercise. I'll show you about these fields: genre, level, program, location, and how to change them in a moment. I've set the minimum age to 18, maximum 18, max 6 in the class, and the gender was female here. Payment method: generally, if people are going to be using passes or one off, like they're going to buy the class today and drop in, we use sales items. Billing schedule is generally if they're going to be in the class for an extended period of time, as in several months. Most pole and aerial studios will use sales items for every class. And beyond that, I just need to choose some instructor. We only have one called Don Admin. And then I can save this class. So save that one. Good. And now we're going to take a look at the message that I get at the top. It says class schedules are not added and sales items are not assigned. So we have two more steps to set up this class. First, sales items. If I want to allow people to come to this class, maybe they're going to be using a membership. So I'll do a membership and move that to the other side. These are just examples, so I'm not going to um, be too detailed about this, but these are just two items that they could buy if they are going to want to be in this class. Let me add one more, and then I'll save the changes. So now we have two sales items. They could have also been a drop-in pass for $15 just one time. Okay, next we need to decide when is this class going to be scheduled. So I'm going to click on the multi-schedules button, and I should select some season. I'll talk about that soon. But for now, I'll just choose this term 4. Well, that's the date in the past. Let me see. Do we have one that's going on now? Yeah, that works okay. So we're going to schedule it from September 8th until November 2nd. And I'll set a time of like 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then I'll save it. And basically, during this date range for the season, it's going to be adding 8 schedules. So that was now done. And as a result, these schedules will now appear on the calendar. You'll notice there's only 3 here right now. And the reason for that is you'll notice that I scheduled some schedules in the past. So I can see the past ones here too. So anyways, moving on. So now this class is actually ready to be purchased. Students could purchase it. But you surely have some questions. When I was setting up this class, we had these genre, level, program, and location. So how do we change those? So I'll get down to that now, settings and categories. And if I click on settings and categories, there's this second blue drop-down button. And if I want to change the class genres, I could easily edit this one and call it whatever, or delete it if I don't need it. Or I could add a new one, and it would add a new class genre there. So yeah, that's that. And same thing for class locations. If I just want to call it Studio A instead of the name of the city, that would be fine. So that's the locations. And now what about sales items? That's probably good for a whole nother video. But just a quick look at the sales items. If I go to settings and sales items are the things that people buy in order to enroll in the class. So you noticed before we assigned a couple of sales items to that class so that people could buy them and then use them for that class. So just a quick look-see, not going to go too deep into this. I could have some one-day pass, and I could give it a price of $15, and then activation on the sale date and contract. We could actually require them to sign something before they could buy it, but we didn't here. And selected schedules, or we might want to do all schedules of a selected season if it's an 8-week class. A selected schedule means that the student or the administrator selects some date or dates. So I won't go too deep into that. I'll say one more thing though. These sales items can also be parts of packages, which you noticed that we had in the when I added the sales items. And a poll membership may include several sales items inside, maybe some free practices, poll, class, and one private lesson. Whatever you want it to be. But these are the sales items. So I'll let you digest that, but I can assure you that once you have a few sales items set up and a season set up, and you worked through the categories a little bit, it's pretty easy to add the classes and keep changing things around as you go over time. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it.